Hi everyone, my name is Katie Crump. I'm the graduate assistant in Campus Ministry Center for Social Concern, and I'm a first-year master's student in the theology department. I am not in Dayton, Ohio today. I am in the desert, in Tucson, Arizona, and I think this is a fitting time for me to be in the desert because before I came here, I'm here for a work conference. Before I came here, I was kind of like, I don't really know about this theology program. Like, I don't really know what I want out of this, right? And in a little bit of a place of desolation about that, like bringing that to prayer and not hearing an answer and just being like, okay, I guess I have to trust that it's okay. And coming here for this conference, I am coming out of it on the other side, I think, and during realizing, like, being in that place of desolation and being in that desert, literally and figuratively, has brought me a greater understanding of who I am, why I'm called to be here, where there is hope to be found, and how life-giving it can be to actually be in this desert. And I think Lent is a really unique opportunity for us to join in with Christ and be in that desert with him and experience both what it means to go without and also what it means to be filled. I was reading Pope Francis's Evangelii Gaudium for class on my way here, and Pope Francis writes in paragraph 86, in some places, a spiritual desertification has evidently come about as the result of attempts by some societies to build without God or to eliminate their Christian roots. And he goes on to write, but the family and the workplace can also be a parched place where faith nonetheless has been preserved and communicated. Has to be preserved and communicated. Yet it is starting from this experience of the desert, from this void, that we can again discover the joy of believing. Its vital importance for us, men and women. In the desert, we discover the value of what is essential for living. In these situations, we are called to be living sources of water from which others can drink. At times, this becomes a heavy cross, but it was from the cross, from his pierced side, that our Lord gave himself to us as a source of living water. Let us not allow ourselves to be robbed of hope. What stands out to me here is the fact that we are called in our world. The world can be a desert sometimes, right? And we're called to be that nourishment, that life, that living water for those around us. But we can only do that if we ourselves have been nourished, and we ourselves have been allowing Jesus to pour his living water out on us. So my proposal for you for this Lent, if you're not doing it already, is to find the things that are life-giving to you. Spend time in prayer, even if that's just going on a walk outside and like taking in the beauty of creation. Taking time to spend time with your communities that are around you, or form a new community in which, life is being nourished. Bake a meal, or bake something, make a meal that you've been wanting to make. Take time to learn that hobby. I think Lent is the perfect opportunity to really take a step back and reflect on what is actually life-giving to me and how am I letting Christ into that. So I leave you with that. I hope that you find nourishment and goodness in the midst of the desert that you are in. I know for me, being here in the desert, literally, but also I think figuratively, I think that is how prayer has felt lately. But being in the desert, I have realized that there are other people in the same place as me, and I think that's been very life-giving. So I leave you with that. How can you find nourishment, and how can you find the life-giving things in the season of the desert? You know my prayers. God bless.